At the end of the day, it's the person's inability to just understand one simple thing it's a law of nature, is that if you're doing something and getting an outcome that you don't want, you got to change what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? Simple.
Input, output.
Yeah. If, every time you do something, you get kicked in the face, you stop doing that thing that gets you kicked in the face. I mean, it's simple, but it really is true, right? So if, and to that point, it's the expectation really is I think you're expecting the world in that situation to change and not understanding that it's easier if you change.
Yeah.
It's way easier if you adjust your perspective and what you're doing than expecting the world to change to you. And so I think that people get burnt out because they're doing the same thing over and over again. So I would say oftentimes a reinvention is required. And I've said this on the show many times, like when I'm in that scenario, I change the way I dress, I'll move, I remodel my office.
Get up at a different time, all that stuff, right?
Buy a different car. Like I completely reform my life so my subconscious understands that we now have different priorities and a different perspective, and we expect a different outcome.
Yeah.
Most people do a New Year's resolution. It does, they're not, if you're committed to changing the thing, you got to change, change other things so your subconscious understands that you're serious. You can't keep doing the same routine over and over again, expecting the world to conform to you.
Yeah. Definition of
insanity. Does that make sense?
Makes a ton of sense.
And the other one that I have too is, it's interesting to me that on that subject of not being willing to change and expecting the world to change, what happens to somebody when they are stuck in their ways and they're doing the same thing, getting an undesirable outcome? It starts to affect your self-esteem.
Sure.
And so you start to play not to lose instead of to win. You start to do kind of odd stuff. And we build this whole like other strategy that makes us feel worse about ourselves instead of changing and reinventing ourselves and manufacturing wins. Because you can manufacture some wins for yourself, but you have to pay attention to your self-esteem, because if you have low self-esteem and you feel like everything you're doing isn't working, then you got to completely restructure how you're approaching everything.
Yeah.
Right?
I have that on my list too. I have wins/rewards.
It also wouldn't be uncommon for somebody to be struggling as a leader at work and struggling with their kids at home.
I would say it's probably more common that those two things go hand in hand, because you almost take it out on your kids.
They don't see that it's their general way of approaching things. So that's when I say, like, change when you go to the gym, get a new car. Like, all of those things are going to affect every part of your life, but pretty much how we do anything is how we do everything. You're probably struggling at home. You're struggling everywhere if you're struggling at work. They're connected. And thinking that they're not connected is kind of like, it's just business. It's like, it's not business. I'm showing up here and giving
This is our life.
Yeah. So it's not just business, and it's not home versus business. How you carry yourself, how you feel about yourself is going to radiate in every situation you're in. Thanks so much for watching this clip of Service Driving Revolution. We're uploading new stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out.
If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, call 8333-ASK-SDR and we'll answer your question on the show. That's 8333-ASK-SDR. For special deals on our books and training, head over to offers.chriscollinsinc.com. Now that's offers.chriscollinsinc.com. I'm Chris Collins, and I'll see you in the next video.